If you've received a debt letter from Control Account Debt Recovery, you may be wondering what to do next. Should you pay? Should you contest it? Or should you just ignore it altogether? Join me as we look at everything you need to know about Control Account Debt Recovery and how to deal with them. Control Account Debt Recovery is a debt recovery agency based in the UK that collects debts on behalf of other companies. They offer logistics and shipping debt recovery, education debt recovery, healthcare debt recovery, and European and international debt recovery. Some of the high-profile companies that continue to appoint Control Account Debt Recovery are FedEx, DHL, UPS and TNT. If you've received a debt letter from Control Account concerning FedEx, for example, you'll not be able to pay this to FedEx themselves. You must now engage with Control Account Debt Recovery. If you've received a letter from Control Account Debt Recovery about a different type of debt, it could still be a real debt, so don't simply ignore it. Whether you think you owe the money or not, a good first step at this stage is to check to see if Control Account Debt Recovery has provided you with proof that you owe the debt. If not, then you can ask for proof in a letter, known as a Prove the Debt letter. It's up to Control Account to prove you owe the debt, not up to you to prove you don't. So if they provide no proof, then there's no obligation for you to pay a penny. If Control Account have proved that you do owe the debt, there are some key facts you need to know, including what rights you have. Control Account should only contact you at sociable times and cannot pester you with multiple calls. They must not discuss the debt with your employer, your spouse, or anyone else without permission. They must not apply pressure or use terms that you do not understand without simple and accurate explanations. They must provide reasonable time for you to assess your debt solution options. Though Control Account field agents are allowed to attempt to visit you at your home, they are not bailiffs. So the only way an outstanding debt can end up in having your possessions being repossessed is if they take you to court and win a possession order. Control Account Debt Recovery is simply an agency trying to recover debts on behalf of other companies, and they have only the same legal powers as those original companies. So, should you pay your debt to Control Account Debt Recovery? If you owe the debt, then yes. But make sure you ask for proof and work out a payment plan that meets your needs. Whatever you do, don't ignore them, as further enforcement action could then be taken. One of the most straightforward ways of clearing your debt with Control Account is by agreeing to a payment plan with the agency. They will be willing to work out a plan that meets their clients' needs and keeps you financially stable going forwards. If you need support to come up with a payment plan and to understand your situation, there are a number of charities and groups offering debt support in the UK, such as Step Change, Citizens Advice, National Debtline and Christians Against Poverty. However, just because a payment plan with Control Account may be the simplest option, it's not necessarily the best debt solution for you. There are a number of options available here in the UK. Some are free to use and others include fees, and each will have their own pros and cons. If you want to learn more about the debt solutions available, then we've created a really great form that you might be interested in checking out. Click the link in the description to get started and answer a few multiple choice questions like the total amount of your debt, how many people you owe, your living situation, and we'll connect you with one of our trusted partners so that you can find out more and take steps towards improving your financial situation.